What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Once again, back here with another new look rebuild, and today we have ourselves the Orlando Magic, who started this offseason with an absolute bang. If you guys remember, the Orlando Magic are kind of what got things going. They made like the first big transaction of the offseason by acquiring Desmond Bane from the Memphis Grizzlies, and then we were off from there, and of course now things have slowed down tremendously. So let's go ahead and jump in and do a new look Orlando Magic rebuild, NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs. So if you want to help us reach that goal, that would be absolutely amazing by hitting that subscribe button if you have not already, or if you're new around here. Share scenario, I'll keep saying it continues to get updated every single time. Like literally right before I started recording this, Daquan Plowden just signed a two-way deal with the Sacramento Kings, and guess what? I went and updated it, uploaded it to the share scenario as well. So I think I've updated it like 44 times, which is pretty crazy, but I've been trying to do my best to keep it updated for you guys as much as possible. Of course, also want to go ahead and acknowledge that all you guys asking me for some of the teams that quite still have something left to do, I'm trying to avoid them for as long as possible. It's like the Knicks, the Warriors, the Bulls, like the teams with restricted free agents left, or like the Hornets and the Nets who have like over 15 players on the roster. I'm trying to wait as long as possible. It may reach a point where I can't wait any longer, but I'm going to be doing the teams that I kind of have like 14 to 16 players on the roster already that seem like they're basically done. There's been some tweets about Kuminga today. I don't know if that's going to mean something's going to happen with him soon. There were some Al Horford rumors with the Warriors as well, which is why I'm not really doing a Warriors rebuild right now. But that's enough yapping about other teams. Let's focus on the Orlando Magic. So, of course, the biggest thing, as I mentioned, Desmond Bane has been acquired to this team, which was a really out of nowhere move. No one even really realized Desmond Bane was going to be available, and then there was questions whether the Grizzlies were going to rebuild or whatever, but seems like they're retooling to just trade away Desmond Bane. And the Magic, I mean, they did give up quite a bit of draft capital, but as far as players are concerned, not a ton. Cole Anthony, KCP isn't going to hurt them too much. Fortunately, KCP kind of forgot how to shoot in Orlando. Tyus Jones, of course, was another addition for them. So overall, a fairly good offseason for the Magic. So we're going to go ahead and simulate year number one. We'll see how they do. One thing we can all kind of agree with and acknowledge that, unfortunately, the Orlando Magic are not a good sim team in 2K. So this video should be harder than it should be, if that makes sense. Like, there's no reason for this video to be hard, because I think the Magic have a really good looking team right now in the East. But 2K, I haven't seen the Magic have a ton of success. So we'll just have to see how it goes, honestly. So Power Rank has his 12th overall, and here is the proficiency. So you got a 4-star balanced system with your current starting 5, which feels like this will absolutely be the starting 5 next season for Orlando. Of course, they have the new unis as well, but you have Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Paul Banchero, and Wendell Carter, with Anthony Black, Mo Wagner, Goga Bitadze, Tyus Jones, and then that leaves like, you know, Isaac or Orlando Robinson. I think we probably should be running 10 deep. And then another thing we should probably be doing, although, well, is Mo Wagner listed at power forward right now? No, he's listed at center. Who's listed at power forward for that? I guess Isaac is, right? So Isaac's listed at power forward. We could be giving these minutes to Jet Howard, but Isaac probably needs to play with how much money he gets paid. So we'll probably slide some things over. Like Isaac, I guess we'll slide to the 3, I guess. And then we'll have Mo Wagner slide to the backup power forward, basically. That way we don't have multiple centers playing in the same spot. But I'll fix that in a second, and you'll kind of know what I'm thinking. But I will see you guys at the end of year one. I don't think I'll be making any trades. Like I said, this team kind of made their all-in move. They gave up a ton of draft capital to make this happen. So as far as like trying to make another move here, it's not gonna be the easiest thing in the world, but we're gonna find a way to, you know, improve this team as much as we can, because I just want to go ahead and say that this Magic team probably, whoops, that's not going to work. This Magic team probably isn't going to win a championship as constructed in 2K. So I'll see you guys at the end of year one. So at the end of year one, Jokic wins MVP. Flag is your rookie of the year. Scoot is your 6th man. Wimby is your D-point. And Keita is your most improved. Luka Doncic is your clutch player. And Chris Finch is your coach of the year. Nathan Mack is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team. All defensive first team and all defensive second team, all rookie first team and all rookie second team. So we did make the playoffs as the 4th seed in the East, and funny enough, we get to play the Brooklyn Nets, who probably won't be a playoff team next year. We only finished at 43-39, which is obviously really disappointing for what you paid for if you're the Magic. But you had 24 from Paulo, 23 from Desmond Bane, 18 from Franz Wagner, 14.5 from Jalen Suggs, 10 from Mo Wagner, 7 from Anthony Black, 7 from Wendell Carter, 7 and 7 from Goga Bitadze, 5 and 2 from Tyus Jones, and then a 2 from Jonathan Isaac. So let's go ahead and shrink this down to a 9-man rotation for the playoffs, and let's see if this team is going to go deep despite a somewhat disappointing record in the regular season. So also, I guess it's a good thing to go ahead and look at these team stats as well. see how we finished as far as offensive rating is concerned. So we were 7th offensive rating and defensive rating. I mean, this Magic team's been known to be good defensively, but we were middle of the pack. Okay, so I guess we'll take that. But all right, Brooklyn in round 1. So let's see what we got going on here. So we got Denman, Cam Thomas, Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, I'm not kind of surprised to see Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. just leading this team to the playoffs for whatever reason. They also have Day'Ron Sharpe and Claxton as their front court. I would just say this right now. If we lose to this Nets team, that is a complete embarrassment. But that is just like the epitome of what 2K is as a simulation game. So game 1, we're up 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. So far, so good. Okay, it looks like we'll beat them pretty easily. I'm about to say, if we find a way to lose to this Nets team that shouldn't be in the playoffs in year 1, that would be pretty embarrassing. But we will be playing the Knicks, so this is going to be one of those teams the Magic are going to have to deal with, and this is going to be an ultimate test to kind of see where we're at as a contender out east. So game 1 is going to go to New York. They beat us by 7. Game 2, they're up 2-0, so they take both games in Madison Square Garden. Now we head back to Orlando, which I can't remember what Orlando's arena is called. I think it's the Airlines Arena or something like that. I can't remember, but we are going to be down 3-0 after a close game 3, so that's not a good sign. And we're going to get swept by the Knicks, so that's not great to see. I think the most obvious thing to do is to upgrade the center position and improve the bench as much as possible. Got the Knicks and the Thunder, and the Thunder go on to beat the Knicks and go back-to-back as far as champions are concerned. Okay, LeBron, Chris Paul, Lowry, Russell Westbrook retires a Celtic. I really hope, by the way, I'm not like the biggest Russell Westbrook fan, I will say, but I do like Russell Westbrook. I really hope for his sake he does not go to Sacramento. That just seems like not only a terrible fit, but I think a waste of his time, honestly, in the late stages of his career. But let's go to the lottery, and let's go see what's going on here, even though we're not going to have a pick. I think our pick's going to Memphis this offseason, too, but it could be in the future. Maybe it's not this year yet. So Memphis has 2, Thunder via Philadelphia. And then I don't think, oh yeah, no, that's not the right pick I was looking at. We actually have our pick at 19, so maybe not yet. That's maybe not what's happening yet. So Mosley will remain the head coach for now, but let's head to draft night, and we might actually be able to get a good player at 19, so would be useful if we could find a way to make something happen. Also, I have to imagine this team is up against the second apron coming soon, right? Because like Anthony Black's gonna be in the last year of his team option, or last year of his rookie contract, so that's gonna be very important to take notice of. Like, it's going to be really hard to pay Anthony Black. So it probably would be in our best interest to get cheaper here soon. So, like, if we could find a way to flip Wendell Carter and Jonathan Isaac out of here to get cheaper, I think that'd be the most ideal thing to do. We'll have to see. So let's head into draft night, and let's pick a 19 and see if we can get anybody serviceable to maybe be a rotational piece for us this season. So we have Braden Burries, who I think we're absolutely going to take here. So that is where we're going to start this. So Braden Burries, welcome to Orlando out of Arizona. Maybe our 3rd guard in the rotation, so we'll absolutely take that. And I think we had a 2nd round pick as well, which I'll take Caden Boozer. Maybe we can 2-way him. So, all right, that will be our draft, and he is going to not accept a 2-way. Mikey Williams should be able to accept a 2-way, though. Okay, so we'll do that. Just kidding. I guess we can't. Player options, Anthony Black, De Silva, and Jett Howard will all be accepted. And qualifying offers, Orlando Robinson, who was just a 2-way, but don't think I'll be bringing him back at this point. For free agency, Mo Wagner is a free agent again. And then we actually have some money to sign a decent player, although a lot of these guys that are showing up that are decent are just waived players that shouldn't be here anyway. So we have Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black for now. Anthony Black is someone we will not be able to keep. He asked for a big extension. It's just going to be super unrealistic to pay him what he's going to be asking for. Desmond Bane, of course, this year. Then Jace Richardson, who might be able to play next season. So him and Burries might be our rotation for the foreseeable future. Anthony Black maybe gets shipped off for something else, maybe even this offseason. So I think it would be in our best interest to try to make something happen this offseason. So like I said, I imagine we're getting close to that second apron. I think we're well over it because right now, currently it's $207 million. So with it being $231 million, I think it's safe to say that we're well over the second apron right now. So we cannot aggregate salaries, so that sucks. But I do think we can find a way to try to get cheaper here. So that is what I plan on doing. So keeping Mo Wagner is going to be hard, which is going to suck. But I think if we could find a way to cut some salary here, that would be the most ideal thing we could possibly do at this moment. I think the first step in this process is going to be sending Wendell Carter back to his originally drafted team in Chicago. It sucks to lose him, honestly, for just Jalen Smith in a second. But Jalen Smith is half the cost right now, and we get a 2nd round pick on top of it. So this will be the first trade we're doing, trying to do some cap saving right now. So that's just kind of the reality of the situation. First step done, now on to another step in the process. And then I think we're going to do this trade with the Brooklyn Nets. We're going to be saving $1 million by sending Gobadate and a second for Day'Ron Sharpe is the hope. They want another second. They'll give me Kerry Booth, I guess, as well, which is fine. So, yeah, we'll make this trade happen. Day'Ron Sharpe's going to be kind of our new backup center. Our center position is kind of a nightmare. I'd like to address it a little bit better than this, but the problem with that is, like I said, we can't aggregate salaries at this current moment. So we're kind of stuck with what we have at this moment. Eventually, there might be a tough decision where I trade Franz Wagner or something like that if we have to come to something like that. But yeah, kind of a nightmare center rotation. I mean, Jalen Smith and Day'Ron Sharpe are decent players, but not really sure you'd want either of them starting in a playoff series. But maybe Day'Ron Sharpe could develop into something for us. So that's just kind of the hope right now. Also, don't want anybody back, I guess, at this point. So we're going to kind of renounce everything. Keeping Tyus Jones have been great, but we just don't have the money for it. So yeah, not a great offseason, but we're kind of, handicapped, like I said. Anthony Black is someone we will not be able to keep. He's going to have to come back on his qualifying offer if he's going to come back next season, or we trade him at the deadline and get something for him while we can. So that's kind of where we're at. So we kind of need our big four to be kind of the foundation of this, but hopefully, eventually we can get, again, it's going to be tough. Eventually, the Orlando Magic are going to run into this. Will it be a Franz Wagner trade? Will it be somebody else? Would they trade Jalen Suggs? I don't know. I would have to assume that Franz Wagner could maybe be the guy that's the cap casualty if they do run into that. But that's where we're at right now. So we'll see what this team's going to be able to do in year 2. But trade deadline, I'm hoping to make something happen, even though it's going to be tough to do. The one thing we have going for us going into this season is the bench has developed a little bit better. Like Jet Howard's up to a 79 overall. De Silva's up to a 79 overall. So that's all great. Day'Ron Sharpe's our starting center right now, which I don't hate that. I think he could actually be a serviceable starting 5. Only 24 years old. Doesn't space the floor necessarily, but as far as maybe being a rim runner, shot blocker, rebounds, I think he could do that job extremely well. We're giving him the opportunity to do that in Orlando right now. So we'll see. And then Jalen Smith's kind of guy that could space the floor a tad bit. It'd be better if we could have something a little bit better there, but that's where we're at right now. Trade deadline, I may do something. We'll have to see, but I will either see you guys at the end of year 2 or at the trade deadline. So I think we're going to go ahead and do this trade with the Memphis Grizzlies. We're going to be making a trade with the Grizzlies again. We'll be sending Anthony Black over to Memphis for Ty Jerome. Obviously, we kind of know why we're doing this. Ty Jerome is locked up on a decent contract for the next 2 years. Anthony Black needs to be paid this offseason. The odds of us being able to pay him sucks. For defensively, he'll be better for Memphis, while Ty Jerome will be a better offensive punch off the bench for us. It's gonna hurt to lose Anthony Black, but as I mentioned, he usually asks for like $35 million, and we're just not gonna be able to do that. That's super unrealistic for us to be able to pay him that. So we don't really change rotation all that much. It's just kind of a different player. We're currently the 1st seed or 2nd seed right now, so things are going fairly well. I will say if things don't go too well in the playoffs, then there might be a major change this offseason. Like maybe we trade away Franz Wagner, which would suck, or we fire Jamal Mosley. But I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing us go far in the playoffs, but we'll see if that happens. So at the end of year 2, Luka Doncic wins MVP. DeBanza is your Rookie of the Year. Hero is your 6th man. Wemby is your DPOY. VJHCO Most Improved Player. Luka is your Clutch Player. And Jason Kidd is your Coach of the Year. Hobson is your Executive. So here's your NBA first team. You got Luka, Jokic, Shea, Cooper Flag, and Wemby. Do we get Paulo representing at all? I don't think we do. No, unfortunately not. All defensive team. No one there either for us, which sucks, but oh well. So we end up as the 2nd seed in the East. We're fine with Atlanta over the 1st seed, but if we take a look at the stats, we were a good team this year. Much better than last year. 25 from Paulo, 21 from Franz Wagner, 19 from Desmond Bane, 13 and 4 from Jalen Suggs, 10 and 9 from Day'Ron Sharpe, and almost 2 blocks a game. So Sharpe ended up being a really good, acquisition, and I have extended him because of his play. So he's gonna be making 11 to 13 million the next 3 years, and then I did extend Jet Howard as well because of how good of a shooter he is for us. 38% from 3. Obviously, Orlando's been a team that's been needing shooting, so the fact that Jet Howard's finally shooting the way they wanted him to, I think it made sense to keep him. So like Jalen Smith, I could have extended as well, but unfortunately was not going to happen. But we'll see how these playoffs go, and we'll talk about the rest of the potential moves coming up. So offensive rating, we were number 3. In the defensive rating, we were in the middle of the pack probably again, if I had to guess. 120, so 21st. Okay, so we get to play the Washington Wizards in round 1, which right before I started recording, I guess Gilbert Arenas got arrested for some like poker thing. I don't know what's going on, but let's see what happens against Washington. So game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us as well. So far, so good. 2-1. 3-1. Beat them in 5, hopefully. Beat them in 6, hopefully. Yes. Okay, so we're on to the second round, and we get to play the Cavaliers. So Cleveland, of course, is a team Orlando's familiar with. They've played in the playoffs before. So let's see how this is going to go. They're up 1-0. They take one in Orlando. So that not a good start, but can we even it up at least? Yes. We get one in Cleveland. No, not yet. What about now? Yes. Okay, so it's a tied series, 2-2. So let's go to Game 5 Simcast, shall we? So if we can get to the conference finals, that'd be a really good sign. And honestly, Daron Sharp was a very underrated acquisition. If we can win Game 5, which we do, 106 to 110, we may be able to punch our ticket to the conference finals. Let's see if we can't make that happen. So can we get to the conference finals? That would be awesome. And it looks like we have a shot to win this game on the road, but we're going to let it go. So Game 7 is indeed happening. They want to bench Jalen Suggs and start Ty Jerome. Not sure how I feel about that. I don't think I can get behind that idea. I think we need Jalen Suggs out there. So we're going to get Jalen Suggs still the minutes we want him to get, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, Game 7 at home in Orlando. Let's see if we can't win to get to the conference finals. Cleveland has the lead right now, but we're trying to make ground in the second quarter. We do. Very close game here in the fourth quarter. I think this is a safe game to jump into here in a second. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I think we got to jump in and watch this bad boy unfold, right? This is a chance to get to the conference finals. And I don't even know how long since like the Dwight Howard days for Orlando. So let's go. And we also get to see the new court. So that's kind of cool too. But all right, let's go see what we got. I'm going to put the controller down and we'll see if we can't. We're up 1 right now. Garland has the ball. Suggs guarding him. And let's see if we can't make something happen here. So he's going to go to DeAndre Hunter. Franz is on him. Ty Jerome's on the floor as well. Hunter is getting clamped up right now. Don't bail him out somehow. Mitchell is going to get it to Strus. And then this possession looks really bad right now so far, but now we leave him open. Thankfully, he did kind of a fadeaway, but it still hits in. Just really gave up the last, it says their first lead tonight, which is not true, but okay. I don't know why we played good defense all possession and then just let up the last 30 seconds there. Get Paul on the floor, please, as well. Like, I don't know why Paul Banchero's not out there right now, unless he's fouled out, which is a possibility, but he is out there now. So, okay. We got the starting 5 out there now, so let's see. We're going to get it to Jalen Suggs, it looks like. We need a possession. We need a score. Franz has it. He's got Jalen Tyson on him. Suggs, Garland, going to Paulo. Paulo 3 to get it back, and he makes it. Let's go. That was a great shot from Paulo Banchero. Needed that in the worst way possible, so that's awesome. All right, keep this up. Let's see if we can't get a stop on this side of the ball. Okay, this is to hopefully get our ticket to the conference finals. Garland is going to take Suggs to the basket. Suggs is going to have to foul him. That's going to probably put the Cavs back in the lead unless Garland misses one. Minute 44 left. Going to make the first one. I'm assuming he's going to make the second one as well, right? So about to be a 1-point game again. All right, back to where we just were. 1-point game. Can we make it happen? We need a score on this possession. Suggs is going to have a lot of space from Garland right now. He's going to go to Paulo on Mobley. All right, this is a good defensive matchup that Cleveland I'm sure likes, but let's see if Paulo can get the better of Mobley. Paulo's going to go to Franz in the corner. I would like to see Franz Wagner take Tyson to the basket, and he does, and he makes it. That's what I want to see. I feel like that is a mismatch we should be taking advantage of, but we take the lead back. Man, this is a big Game 7 right now. We just need to hang on here. We need to stop. We almost had one the first time, and then we let up a 3. Okay, Garland's trying to make something happen again. Suggs is still up. Mitchell with Bane guarding him, getting a screen from Mobley. Mitchell's left wide open again, man. We're just dying on these screens right now. It's only a 2, thankfully. It wasn't a 3. But we're just absolutely dying on these screens. Like, we're just letting so much space happen. Okay, Paulo Banchero is going to have the ball. Again, I'd like to see Franz get the possession here right now. But Sharp's going to give him a screen. Paulo's going to get space too. And he is going to miss it in and out. Okay, it's a 1-point game still. We have not been able to get a stop at all since we've jumped in. So can we get a stop in this possession? Garland going to go to Jalen Tyson. Need a stop big time right now. Mobley has it on the perimeter. Mobley's going to try to... Mitchell, just don't die on a screen. That's all I'm asking for. Bane, stay in front of him. Good defensive possession. Okay, we have a chance. That was a great possession. Franz, just get away from Jay Allen. Don't lose the ball. Suggs going to have it. Screen from Franz Wagner. Not taking it. Suggs is going to try to ISO Garland. I do not like where this is going. Get it. I was going to say get it to Sharp in the... Okay, this... What did I just watch? Thankfully, we got the rebound. Paulo is going to miss it. Sharp with the offensive rebound. Bane. Oh, my gosh. I'm nervous right now. Oh, my gosh. Okay, this is what I want. Franz, take him to the basket. Take it to the basket. Franz, this is for you. Yes, yes, let's go. 123 to 124. Okay. Wow. That was some intense basketball, but we have to get a stop still, which we did in the last possession. One stop, we're in the conference finals. One stop, we're in the conference finals. Or we're going to lose in a buzzer beater fashion. I'm locked in. Come on. Come on. Get a stop. Get a stop. Garland's going to shoot if he makes this. Oh my gosh, that went in and out. Okay. We're going to the conference finals. Holy moly, for the first time, I think, since the Dwight Howard days, the Magic are in the conference finals. Franz Wagner makes Jalen Tyson look silly in the paint, and that's the matchup I was pointing out earlier, and I'm glad we got it there that last possession. Without that offensive rebound from Daron Sharp, that's a game over, and he had 21 in this one. Shout out to Daron Sharp. What addition he happened to be. Let's go see the Knicks, I believe, in the conference finals, man. It's actually Miami and New York duking it out right now in a Game 7 as well. Give me Miami, man. I would love to see the Miami Heat battle of the Florida teams. Let's do it. I don't want to see the Knicks if I don't have to. The Knicks are somewhat OP in the 2K sim. The Miami Heat are trying to make it happen. Oh my gosh, they might do it. They did it. Okay. Wait. Yeah, I call it the Miami Heat. We get the home court advantage. This is our chance to get to the NBA Finals right now. Are you kidding me? Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us. Game 3, Game 4, 3-1, beat them in 5. Let's go. We're in the finals. Oh my gosh, we're in the finals. But the caveat is it's the Dallas Mavericks. Of course, it's the Dallas Mavericks. So I believe, if I remember correctly, I think the Mavericks spoiled us in the last Magic video too. But I could be wrong. Obviously, that was a long time ago. But man, how badly do I want this finals for us right now is kind of crazy. Let's simcast Game 1. Let's see what the tone is going to be in this series. So let's start with the road win, shall we? Come on. So right now, it's not looking like that's going to happen. We're getting blown to smithereens at the moment. Okay. Not great. 98 to 125. Okay, well, let's go to Game 2, shall we? Let's see if we can't win on the road in Game 2. I mean, this is a much closer game, but can we hang on to is the question. No, we're going to let up at the very last second. Got to win one at home now, or we're in trouble. If we lose even one, we're dead, and we're dead right now. We're so dead. This is, I believe, what happened in the last Magic rebuild that the Mavericks pulled us in the finals. We low-key kind of made it closer at the end, but we're ultimately done for. So we're already running an 8-man rotation as well. Okay, Game 4 on the road, or sorry, at home, and it looks like we may be done for. We're going to get swept in the finals. All of that just gets swept in the NBA Finals. How disappointing is that, man? That is so terrible. So the Mavericks are going to beat us in 4 games. We got to the finals just to lose. Man, that's disappointing. But all right, let's go to the lottery, shall we? Let's see what we got going on here. Now, honestly, I don't know if I want to make any changes. We just made it to the finals. I mean, I feel like we probably just run this team back. Low key, is that the best formula right now? Because we beat the East. Like, we should try to get better. Don't get me wrong. But I was thinking about, like, making a big trade, like trading Franz Wagner. But I don't think that'd be wise right now. Like, I think we just spin. I mean, we already got our black replacement with Ty Jerome. We got Daron Sharp as our starting 5, who has been an underrated pickup. So, and then Richardson and Burries are going to develop into something maybe this year. I think we're going to be losing, of course, Jalen Smith and probably De Silva. We're probably going to be able to pay him. So we will lose some guys. We have some young guys ready to step up. So I think we just kind of run this back. Like, it's going to be kind of hard to do anything else at the moment. So let's go see if we can get at 25 though. So we do have Keon Anthony, which I'll just go ahead and take him. I'm not sure he'll play a big role in this video, but he's welcomed regardless. So Kelly Marshall, can't two-way him. All right, so Tristan Silva actually has 1 year left on his rookie contract, so that's actually cool. And then qualifying offers, nothing. Okay, for free agency, we have just Jalen Smith, which honestly, at this point, we do have Kyle Filipowski, who's just sitting here for whatever reason. I mean, getting him would be a nice addition to be a backup center for us, or he would actually start, technically. But Burries might play a role this year. Richardson might play a role this year, but they may not. I mean, we still have Isaac's contract here, too. I forgot about that. We do need a backup center, so I think what I'm going to try to do is I think I'm going to try to trade Isaac for a backup center. I don't think I'm going to be trading for... I don't think I'm going to re-sign Jalen Smith. So, like, Kai Jones, Rui, Alvarado. So far, nothing is really popping up at the moment. What if I threw a couple seconds? I doubt that makes anything better, but we'll try it anyway. So Kai Jones is the only center that's coming up. Okay, is it just in our best interest to resign Jalen Smith, I guess? Like, I don't know. I mean, we just made it to the finals with this team, don't get me wrong, but trying to not be too expensive right now, even though we definitely are. Let's look at it. So 236 million. So it's pretty similar to what it was last offseason, at least. It's not gone up, at least. So that's good. But yeah, this is probably a big window to win next year. If we don't win next year, may not have an opportunity to do so. I think we might just have to re-sign Jalen Smith or someone else at the backup 5 spot. But Sharp, I think, has earned that spot. I think he's been good enough that we can roll with him. So Smith, or do we go for somebody else? I think we just probably give Jalen Smith a 1-year deal at this point, right? I mean, he was pretty good. We go maybe 1+1 potentially. So he should sign that. He does. And now we go to player progression. We have Bane up to an 89. Richardson's up to an 80. Howard, Tristan De Silva, and then Murray's didn't develop much, so he's probably not going to play just yet. But yeah, pretty much the same rotation, I think, going into year 3. So I'll see you guys at the end of year 3, and we'll see if we can bounce back again and get to the NBA Finals once more and maybe run into a different team than the Mavericks. Cooper Flag wins MVP. Stokes is Rookie of the Year. Boozer is your 6-man. Wimby is your depoy. Most improved goes to Cedric Coward in Golden State. For whatever reason, Memphis always waves this guy. I don't know why. It's really annoying, but that's 2K for you. So all NBA first team, all NBA second, and all NBA third team. Paulo does make it this time, so I think that's the first time I've seen him on one of these, which is great. All defensive second team, and all rookie first team, and all rookie second team. So we are once again a top seed in the East. We were second this year. We're the first. So 27 from Paulo, 21 from Franz Wagner, 18 from Desmond Bane, 14 from Suggs, 9 and 9, and a block from Day'Ron Sharp, 9 from Jet Howard, 8 from Silva, and 8 from Ty Jerome. So definitely a very important very important playoffs this time around. We definitely need to find a way to win here. Having Day'Ron Sharp completely out of the rotation is just not something I'm okay with. So we're gonna definitely put Sharp in here. But all right, so we got Philadelphia in round 1, who has, you know, Paul George, Chris Murray, Joel Embiid, Edgecombe, Maxey, Jared McCain, Bradley Beal, and Justin Edwards. Okay, game 1 goes to Philly. Not a great start for us, but we do even it up, and they're up 2-1. So far, Philadelphia is giving us some issues, which I don't love. So let's get back in this, hopefully. And we 2-2 them. 3-2 goes to us, and we beat them in 6. All right, so Philadelphia give us a little bit of problems there, but we get past them. Now for the Charlotte Hornets, who, of course, have a very nice young team right now with Chris, Knipple, Nick Smith, LaMelo, Brendan Miller, Trey Mann, Salon, and DiVincenzo. Game 1 goes to them. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to them. We need a big game 4 to head our way, because if we lose and go down, then we're probably done for. But if we can win on the road and get back home and start taking care of business, we should be in a good position. We have lead right now, but they're slowly trying to... Oh my gosh, they actually almost got back in it there. Okay, well, let's win game 5, because we kind of need to right now. So let's see if we can win game 5 and go up 3-2. I have my eyes towards the NBA Finals, hopefully, to bounce back there, but we got to get past the East first. And the Hornets, again, like, they got really close to taking it from us. Cleveland is awaiting us if we are to get past Charlotte Hornets. We know how far that series went last year, so that kind of makes me nervous. But we got to take care of the Hornets first. I would love to avoid a game 7 here, and it looks like we barely will. Wow. Okay, so 22 from Paulo, 21 from Suggs, 21 from Franz. Okay, Dallas OKC on the other side, and now it's time to play Cleveland again. So let's simcast game 1, because I want to see if we can't, you know, take control of this series and not have to go to game 7 with them this time. So close game thus far, and it looks like we will win game 1. Good start. Can we win game 2 at home as well? No, even series. All right, let's go game 3, and let's see if we can get a road win here, as that would be a big advantage in our favor. But it looks like we're going to get blown out in game 3. So I have a bad feeling about this. I have a very bad feeling about this. All right, game 4. Let's see if we can tie this series. If we don't, we're probably done for. So first quarter, high scoring for both sides. Second quarter, it's looking good right now. I think in every single series, we've gone down 2-1. Every single time. Every single time. So is that a sign that we'll maybe win this in 6? Potentially, but we'll see if the pattern continues. Because, like I said, we went down 2-1 in both series previously. So game 5, though, is a big one, of course, as usual. And we will win pretty easily there. Okay. I would love to avoid a game 7. But let's see if that's going to happen. So can we win on the road in Cleveland and avoid a game 7? And it looks like it's going to be a very close game. And we barely avoid a game 7. But we get to play the Dallas Mavericks again. We all know how it went last year. So let's see how it's going to go this time around. So Dallas at this point has a similar team. They have Jamal Shed now. But all right, here it goes against the Dallas Mavericks. Let's see if we can't get off to a better start. I don't even think we won a game last year. So can we win game 1? That'd be a great start to this series. It's looking good at the moment, and we will take game 1. So 131 to 108. That's a good start. Let's continue this. Let's keep the momentum up in our favor. Let's take both games in Dallas. Let's do that. All right, so first quarter is going to be going to us. Second quarter is going to us as well. It's looking good right now. We might go up 2-0 in this series. Okay, we're in full control right now. Just need to put the foot on the pedal and not let go. 3-0 start gets us in, you know, a great position. Can we go up 3-0 against this Mavericks team? It's looking very close right now. Can we get 3-0 overtime? Second overtime, and we barely win. Second overtime, 3-0 series. Okay, so Lively's shot was blocked at the end there, but it looks like Sharp made the... Man, Day'Ron Sharp, bro. He has been an underrated addition to this team. It sucks he doesn't develop past an 80, but he plays way better than an 80 overall. He's also shooting 61% from 3 right now, which is pretty wild. We're up 3-0. There's no possible way we could blow a 3-0 lead, right? There's no possible way. That's not going to happen. Let's simcast every game, though, to avoid that, you know, even coming close to being an occurrence. But, man, would it not shock me if it did. I try not to jinx it there, but I don't believe in that crap anymore. I strongly encourage you, man. Don't believe in that stuff. It kills you. Kills your brain, man. Okay. You know what? Even better. We're actually already at an 8-man rotation, so we just got to win one more, man. That's all I'm asking for. Do not let them win 2 in a row and get some momentum going. Just win in Dallas in this series early. Win in 5, and we will win. 129-123. We beat the Mavericks in 5 games, so bounce back. Man, Day'Ron Sharp was probably the hero of this video. Absolutely an amazing player in the 2K sim, and I'm going to end it there, guys, with the championship. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.